Stop trying to lose fat and start trying to build muscle. Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Personal accountability means you're responsible for your own life, which means you are in power. You have the power to control and change your life.
All right, guys, welcome back. Today we have a back and bicep day. It's still the end of the deload week. I have today and tomorrow left. And some of the benefits that I've had from the deload week were my joints aren't hurting as much anymore. My sleep has gotten a lot better. And if you can tell, I'm a little bit sick, and the deload week has actually helped because I used to be sick and come to the gym and train heavy, and that would just make my body feel so achy and bad. But I've been coming into the gym lifting lighter with the same kind of intensity, but my body doesn't feel as taxed as much. And also in that process before the deload week, I lost about 10 pounds. Today, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Coming into the gym focused on building muscle instead of trying to lose fat, because that's what my win arc is about. And to build strength, you gotta build muscle. So until the end of the year is what that win arc is about, just trying to put on as much muscle mass as we can and trying to build up that strength, because in the end, it's going to benefit you a lot better than just trying to come in and make your body suffer and just try to burn as many calories as you can. Your body's gonna deteriorate and it's not going to feel 100% if you just come in here trying to lose fat. So I'm gonna break down why it's better to just build strength and muscle instead of trying to come in and lose fat. So let's get into this workout. All right, let's get the science talk out the way. Think of your body as having two forms of tissue, cheap tissue and expensive tissue. The cheap tissue is going to be your fat, and the expensive tissue is going to be your muscle. The fat is cheap tissue because it's very easy to acquire, and the muscle is expensive tissue because it's harder to acquire. The reason why it's easier to acquire fat is because, especially if you have a small amount of lean mass on your body, you can put on fat very easily, which is why a lot of people start doing that dirty bulk when you're a skinny kid, and then you just put on more fat than you do muscle, which I don't recommend. But expensive tissue is muscle because it's harder to acquire. And the quality of that tissue is going to benefit you more later on in your life. Why? Because having more muscle on you actually burns more calories. And the more calories you burn, the easier it is to burn fat. So to make that all sum up, more muscle burns more calories, less muscle burns less calories. So the more muscle you have, the easier it is to burn fat. I hope that makes sense. One of my favorite benefits of coming to the gym and focusing on getting strong and building muscle is how sustainable it is, especially if you're like a beginner or even a brand new newbie lifter. If you come in and your goal is to get strong and you're eating more, you're tracking your macros, you're coming into the gym, lifting heavier than you did the last session, it's going to reward you, and in 2 weeks, you'll probably get stronger. And that's a reward mentally and physically, because if you're seeing results and you're like, oh shit, I'm getting stronger, oh, my lift went up, oh, I can bench 135 now. Mentally, that's just gonna be so much better for you, and it's going to push you to wanna come to the gym more often. While on the other hand, if you're coming into the gym resisting calories, only doing cardio, trying to lose fat, your body's gonna be depleted. And especially if you haven't come to the gym and you're not used to a strict cut like that, like a dieting plan, your body's just going to go all crazy and you're not gonna wanna come to the gym anymore. Remember, this is also during the winter arc, and the winter arc is strictly about building, whether that be your mental, your physical, your financials, your spiritual. And honestly, building muscle is one of the hardest things to do, especially if you're coming into the gym trying to lose fat. It's way easier to do that because honestly, you can lose about 10 pounds in a month if you just stick to a diet. But you can build about 5 to 10 pounds of muscle mass in less than a year, and that is going to benefit you more later on in your life. And honestly, I think you can take that into anything else in life. Like if you build up your mental, if you build up your financial, if you build up your spiritual right now and you take the time to do that, it's going to benefit you later on in life for problems that may come later on and you never may even realize when they show up. Because let's be honest, life is gonna throw you some crazy curveballs, and I've seen it personally. But if you build up your mental and you build up your physical and you start to build yourself up, which is what this winter arc is about, it makes those problems a lot easier to handle. Now, when it comes to building strength, there's two things that you need to focus on. There's the training aspect and there's the nutrition aspect. Training-wise, the only thing that you should be worrying about is how strong or how much can I push in this lift. And obviously, you're not going to ego lift. You're not trying to compete with the guy next to you. This is based on you. You're trying to beat yourself every single day. So let's say yesterday or my last chest session, I was able to do 135 for 6 reps or whatever. Your next session, try to push for at least 1 more or 2 more reps. And that's with intention, trying to do it correctly, trying to do it with good form, good technique, and making sure that you're not hurting yourself, but bringing that intensity every single time you come to the lift. Because even force reps or getting a spotter to help you out is going to help you build strength. And every single time I know that I have a spotter with me, I know I'm going to push harder because in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't want him to think I'm weak. But also, the nutrition aspect is, here's the funny part. People come in trying to lose fat, so they automatically just cut calories and increase cardio. That's going to do something. It might do a little bit of damage, but the smarter way to do it is just smart nutrition, which is just hitting your macros, hitting your protein, making sure that your fats and carbs are in check, and then eating accordingly is going to help you build muscle, but then building the muscle is going to help you lose fat. So it's just what's it called? What's that Lion King thing? It's a circle of life, it's what it's called. Each one is going to benefit the other. So if you just eat smart, you're going to build muscle. But then if you build muscle, you're going to lose fat. So that's what a lot of people get wrong, trying to come in and just trying to cut calories and lose fat. To be honest with you guys, I can't wait for this deload week to end. I already feel the benefits of the deload week. I feel so much rejuvenated even after I've been sick for the past few days. but it's just blowing by really quick. I think I only felt bad for, I don't know, maybe like 2 days. And then I was still coming to the gym, so I was sweating this, whatever this is off. I think it's like a cold because I've just been coughing. But I can't wait to start lifting heavy again. I think Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna hit a push day and I'm gonna see if I can do 225 for like maybe 5 reps. I did 225 for 3 reps the other day, or last week, I wanna say, right before this deload week. If you guys wanna see that push day, I'll put it up here. But I can't wait to start lifting heavy again. It's like this whole winter arc was to really get myself to lock in and just get strong. So I just can't wait for this deload week to end. All right, guys, and that's the end of this video. Remember, the winter arc is about building. So come in here trying to build strength, trying to build muscle, and get rid of that lose mentality. Get rid of that losing fat, losing calories, losing this, losing that. If you come in here trying to build strength, trying to build your mental fortitude, it's gonna carry out into everything else in life. And the winter arc is not just about building muscle in the gym. It's about building your mental fortitude, your financial, your spiritual. And if you take that time to build yourself up now, trust me, it's going to pay back dividends later on in the future. So go out there, start building. I'll see you guys in the next one.